What the fuck? The fuck does that say? I don't know what that said. I'm gonna play what? I don't even listen to Megadeth. I don't even. I don't listen to Pantera, System of a Down, or Megadeth. So sorry if that's disappointing, but yeah, I don't listen to any of those bands at all. I'm more of a death metal guy. Saludos. see here. I remember you. You were a douche. I don't play Pantera. Sorry to, if that offends you, but I just don't. I don't listen to them. I don't know I don't know how to play any of their stuff. And in 35 years of playing, I've never wanted to learn the Cemetery Gates. But Boom Slayer says he has been. So you know what? Maybe he'll do it for you sometime. But I'm not the guy. So have you been working on the rhythm part at all? Or just a solo? I mean, it does have a couple cool riffs in that song. It's just, I don't know it as far as playing it. But yeah, I don't think I've listened to that song in like 20 years. Maybe longer. I think they came out when I was 14 with that album. Maybe 15. Part of it. Isn't that like part of that song? No, I probably get it wrong. you doing, Lord Elger? Working on some new jams? I tried writing a new song today myself, but it just wasn't flowing right. Trying to write it on a Mockingbird. Maybe I should have done it on the War Beast instead. I don't know. But yeah. So, maybe I'll have a fifth song for my new EP. Who knows? Yeah, lyrics don't. I mean, thanks to writing about like Hawaiian stuff, lyrics aren't that hard for me. But like when I was writing about anything else, they just wouldn't flow right. And I never worry about solos. I mean, I got a couple songs, but yeah, guitar solos aren't really what I worry about too much. Even though some of them like most Asheron songs have great guitar solos. Same with like Merciful Fate. Merciful Fate's one of them bands where it's like if you took out all the guitar solos, the song would fall apart. I mean, so some stuff definitely needs it, but I don't write in a way where I actually need to use them. I mean, I do use a lot of melodies, maybe some harmonies and shit, but yeah. Yeah, well, that's something that a lot of people focus, I think, too much on is if it fits their skill level or not. I mean, I just think as long as it sounds cool, you're doing it right. Yeah, I've been trying to actually get better at them too. I mean, I've been working on my two-hand tap as well as just attempting to shred. But I mean, a lot of like shred style guitar solos just bore me. Same with guitar suites. I mean, like when I listen to a couple Vital Remains songs, the guitar solos are amazing. But when I listen to some bands, it's like it's just too mechanical, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. It's like not musical at all. So like, with Asheron, of course, there's guitar solos. Same with the Vincent solo project, or other band, Vincent Crowley band. Like the solos are very tasteful and actually like make the song or add to the song instead of just like some guy sitting there going, "Hey, check it out! I can shred. I can do I can do like 5 different scale patterns, and then I'm gonna do the tap, and then I'm gonna sweep, go back to tap, and then the scales." And it's like, what about like actually like playing something that adds to the song? Like one of my favorite guitar solos of all time is on When the Sun Burns Red from Creator. The rhythm part comes in, which I know the rhythm part, I don't know the lead, like that. It comes in, it almost sounds like a fucking like a vocal line, more so than like a guitar solo, which I really like that stuff. I don't play Pantera, sorry, dude. Like, um, I couldn't even fake it. I couldn't even fake how the song goes. Like I think he says Primal Concrete Sledge. But yeah, sorry if that's disappointing to Pantera fans that I don't do Pantera riffs, except for like maybe two of them. I know, dude. I don't know that Sepultura song. That must be after I stopped listening to their new output. Hey, Lord Elgar, you have a good one, man, and I look forward to hearing that new song. Uh, yeah, like, hey, sup, Danny? Yeah, I stopped listening to new Sepultura probably when Chaos AD came out. Like, I liked a little bit of that album, but for the most part, I wasn't a huge fan. And I'm not like a giant Sepultura fan to begin with. I like, you know, the Steel Devastations. You know, I think that one's great, and I think Morbid Visions is great. Um, wow. So you went from Pantera to Sepultura to Primus. I'm not a Primus guy. Wow. Enter Sandman or Freezing Moon. I don't listen to Mayhem or Metallica. I mean, I can at least and like fake it. No, I don't listen to Crowbar. Um, yeah, I do know an Avril Lavigne one from before she sold out, like back when she was like playing heavy shit. Um, she wrote this. Yeah. What do I know? What do I listen to? I listen to Asheron. I listen to Nuclear Assault, Napalm Death, uh, Hypocrisy, Deicide, Carcass. I mean, there's a long list. Disincarnate, Benediction, um, a thrash metal band from Hawaii called Pilau, Mordid Red, um, Samael, uh, Old Rotting Christ, um, I mean, Slayer, uh, I listen to a bunch of shit. Oh, Infuriator, any Gorgos? I don't know what Gorgos are. Uh, unless you mean Gorgoroth, which I'm not a fan of. Oh yeah, dude. Like I like Old Rotting Christ. Like one of my favorite songs is Among Two Storms. I also love that song that is King of the Stellar War. Elliptic? I don't even know what elliptic is. I'm sorry, dude. I'm old. Is that new? Old? Somewhere in between? I mean, I listen to fucking Mortician, Eat the Decay, uh, Pius Levis, stuff like that. Some Venom, old Motorhead. Actually, any era of Motorhead's good. Um, yeah, I just MOD, SOD, stuff like that. Um, mind them Carnages. They might be one of them bands that, if it's like modern gore grind or slam, I probably don't get into it. Yeah, I like that. I like depth, mainly up through spiritual healing. And if you don't like immolation, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if you're into death metal, I mean, they have at least one album that somebody should like, and I think they got several. Same with Incantation. Dawn of Possession, not so much. Oh, hey, what's up, man? Austria, the home of Arnold. But yeah, I listen to a lot of older shit, basically. Oh, Amorphous, up to and including the Black Winter Day EP. That was the last thing I really, really liked from them. And then, of course, I write my own shit. I write Hawaiian death metal because I'm a Hawaiian guy and I love death metal. Got a band called Ka'ai. Oh yeah, I remember Disastrous Murmur. I'm not really that familiar with, but I do know Pungent Stench and Disharmonic Orchestra. I just haven't listened to Disharmonic Orchestra in a long time. Hell Waits for a Show No Mercy. Today it's Show No Mercy, but like 3 days ago I would have said Hell Awaits, and somewhere in between I would have said Haunting the Chapel, and another day I would have said Rain and Blood. I mean, it all depends on my mood. I never would say Seasons in the Abyss is a favorite, but I do love that album a lot. And South of Heaven has probably it has a lot of songs I don't actually like. I will actually skip over like Behind the Crooked Cross and Live Undead, and I'm not a big fan of like um what song is that? Oh, their cover of what up, Costa Rica? Impetigo, dude? Hell yeah. Some guy actually left me a comment one day. He goes, "Were you in Impetigo?" I'm like, either you're complimenting me, which I appreciate, or you're saying I'm really fucking old. But either way, no, I was never in Impetigo. But yeah. Oh, dude, I don't like that re-recording of fucking Aggressive Perfector. I like the original. I mean, the re-recording, I still like it because when I'm listening to Rain and Blood, if I'm listening to that version of the album, it's got that. But I don't like the remix of Criminally Insane. But yeah, I mean, I love that riff too. Yeah, I like have you ever seen that live video of like one of the first Slayer shows? And they had songs like Ice Titan, Knight Rider, Assassin, I think Hell's Priestess was one of them. I think that one eventually became. No, I'm not gonna play Pantera. Uh, but yeah, like I think Hell's Priestess eventually became the Antichrist. Sodom versus Creator. Well, that's kind of hard because I love like when I was younger and I first got into metal, I didn't like Sodom that much, but I loved Creator. And now I'm old, I love all the old Sodom, but I think Sodom has a stronger discography overall than Creator. Because like I'm not a big fan of the '90s output by Creator, which there are people that are like, yeah, dude, renewal. I'm not that guy, but yeah, Sodom. So I can't really pick, but I like both of them better than Destruction. But I love Destruction too. But yeah, I mean, I've heard like the 900 different reissues of Under the Sign of Evil, like the final Sign of Evil, all that shit. Yeah, Sodom's great. Like I think Sodom Destruction, Creator, and Slayer are pretty much responsible for the sound of black metal, as well as Tapping the Veins, a great album. I think more people should listen to it. I will say I'm not the biggest fan of the Sodom cover, A Hazy Shade of Winter. Um, I mean, the rest of the album's all right, but that song, I don't know. But it sounded like they were having fun with it, at least. Um, I'm not a big fan of the Surfing Bird cover either off of M16. I mean, it took me many years, though, to get into Tom Angel Ripper's vocals. um, Also, probably because I was like 18 when it came out, I think Divine Intervention is a often overlooked album. I think Killing Fields is one of the greatest album track openers they ever did. You know, it's heavy. It's got great fucking everything. Um, and of course, like Sex Murder Art's a great song. Fictional Reality. I mean, it had some good fast shit on there. Wasn't a big fan of like SS3. Mind Control is another good one. And of course, the Power Pack. Yeah, yeah. So it's like if you took Judas Priest and Iron Maiden songs, gave them steroids and methamphetamines, and then told Venom to come up with the vocal patterns. Because on that one, they got a really strong, I think, Venom influence. Not on the singing itself, but like on like the cadence of the vocals. Yeah, Shadow Mercy, I think, is a great album. It's probably the best debut album, in my opinion, from any band of that era. But yeah, this is my opinion. If you have a differing opinion, cool. But no, it's fact. I think it blows away anything the other three of the big four did. I think it blows away anything else from the California or New York thrash scene. Oh well, see that's a hard one for me because I like both albums about equally. There's a title track for "Welcome to Hell" I think rules. Of course, same with Hey, what up, Sil? Um, of course, so does the title track that I got off track because Sil said hi. You messed it up. No, I think Hell Awaits is a great, or Hell Awaits. I think Welcome to Hell is a great title song. Same with Black Metal. But the first one I heard is Welcome to Hell. And that probably gives me a little bit more love towards that album than a Black Metal. But I mean, they're both great. Sons of Satan. It's a great song. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, Divine Intervention. A lot of people crap on that one, and I don't know why. I mean, I'm glad, like when you look at the progression of Slayer. Ooh, I don't really have an opinion on Assassin. Assassin's something I can put on and listen to, but it just doesn't stick with me. um, it's just one of those bands where they're great, but I just don't really listen to them. What up, Francisco? See Francisco there, where you see the Joaba. He that stands for jamming out all badass, and you got to check out his live screen. He always plays great jams, good times. You get the wheel of stuffs where you can actually win stuff. Like for example, I won this off of that. You too can be a winner. But don't go in there if you're just going to be a jackass because, I haven't really listened to metal punk. Oh, dude, I love how on Evolved as One when he was screaming out "weak minds" towards the end, and it sounds like his spleen went up his esophagus and flew out of his mouth across the room. And then he does it again, and it sounds like his appendix goes up his esophagus and fires out of his mouth. um, I also think that as far as guitar sounds, for those guys that are nerds when it comes to like the mix and the guitar tone, bass, all that shit, I think as far as grindcore production is concerned, and I'll say it, From Enslavement to Obliteration is probably the best sounding grindcore album ever. I mean, no other grindcore album totally um, no other grindcore band captures what they captured in the studio for that. But if you listen to Eat the Decay, then you will grow a third ball. I know I did. Which is one of the only modern death grind, gore grind, whatever you want to call it, bands that captures, I think, the true essence. I think Scum was probably had some of the best grindcore songs ever written as well. I do also love Harmony Corruption, even though it's more death metal. And I think Utopia Banished is Harmony Corruption Part 2, but I still like it. Also, oh yeah, Terrorizer World Downfall is also another great album. And if you listen closely on Harmony Corruption, you'll hear a riff. I'm probably going to mess it up, but something like that out of Unfit Earth. I swear that riff is on World Downfall. I swear like 3 or 4 songs have parts just taken straight off of World Downfall. And if you don't believe me, listen to I'm in C standard because I like it right now. But yeah, if you listen to Terrorizer's World Downfall and then you put on fucking Harmony Corruption right afterwards, you'll sit there and be like, oh, so this is what World Downfall would have sounded like with the guy that used to be in Benediction singing. Okay, they don't rip it out that close, but Inner Incineration, yeah, that one's got some World Downfall going on, but seriously, Unfit Earth, the main riff, it sounds like it's straight out of that, or it should have been on that album. I'm pretty sure Napalm Death was listening to Terrorizer when they wrote Harmony Corruption. And yeah, Benediction, I just mentioned. I thought they kicked some ass on their first couple albums with Barney before he went to Napalm. But I think Dave Ingram on Transcend the Rubicon totally kicked ass. Oh, dude. John Tardy cracks me up no matter what he's screaming. I mean, especially when you listen to like the song Slowly We Rot, dude, I swear he says volleyball join me, slowly we dwell, volleyball join me, slowly in hell. Hey, what up, Rick? Oh yeah, Repulsion and Horrified is a great album. But yeah, I think that's one of the 3 grind albums that you gotta have. You gotta have, if you're gonna buy any grindcore albums from back then, actually you need 4. Well, 5 if you count the modern one of Eat the Decay. Yeah, that's right, I'm plugging it. But if you yeah, I gotta check that one message. I gotta check out that one band. The fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, you need I think you need Terrorizer World Downfall. I think you need Carcass Rika Putrefaction. I think you need Repulsion Horrified, and definitely Napalm Death from Enslavement to Obliteration. I think if you're gonna buy grindcore, those are 4 that you need to have. I also think, if you were to pick up Carcass, the Peel sessions. I think that is one of the best Carcass recordings ever. But, those are just opinions. Damn right, Sil. Yeah, I want to hear John Tardy, like, order at Burger King in his stage voice. I also think Obituary wrote the best mosh pit riff ever. On the song Till Death. Oh, dude, Blood from Germany. I was really, really late to the game on them. But yeah, dude, those guys rule. I mean, I was really late. I didn't even know who they were till like the 2000s. Well, I'm pretty sure they're like way older than that. Yeah, Obituary with the Till Death mosh riff. Oh yeah, dude, Threatening Skies. That one does rule. Oh yeah. Till Death though. Seriously, that is the best mosh riff ever. I remember when I first got Slowly We Rot, I was probably 14, maybe just turned 15. Because I started with Death Spiritual Healing on death metal, and it was like 1990. And then like from that moment, that would have been June, I believe, of 1990 when I picked that up and listened to it on the way home from summer school on the bus. And, I heard that. I was like, oh my God. And then he started growling, and I was just like, fuck yeah. And then I didn't know anything else death metal. And then it seems like all at once, like I heard Napalm Death on Headbangers Ball. And then I couldn't find Harmony Corruption because, I heard the song Suffer the Children. I was like, oh, this is what I needed. So I went to the mall because that was the closest place I could go to buy Macabre. That's kind of hit or miss for me. It depends on the song. But like I went to the mall and they had From Enslavement to Obliteration. So I'm like, Napalm Death, I'll get this. And then some kid had told me about Cannibal Corpse and Deicide. He told me Deicide sounded like Napalm Death, only about Satan. And I'm like, ooh, Satan. And he was wrong because I don't think they sounded alike, but at all. But yeah, so I got like the Cannibal Corpse, the Unleashed. Oh, I know who Gut is, or not Gut. I know Gutted. I bought Unleashed, Where No Life Dwells, Incantation, Immolation, and Morgoth Cursed. Or I tried to get Morgoth Cursed. I ended up with Resurrection Absurd. Um, it had like, it was like like 2 EPs. But it had like Pits of Autumnal and Female Infanticide on. But I got those all around the same time, and ninth grade wasn't even over yet, I don't think. What's going on here? Just an old guy talking smack and occasionally playing some guitar riffing, you know. Just talking to whoever makes a comment. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm not familiar with Gut. Uh, damn, my train of thought's completely gone. Oh, another thrash band I used to listen to when I was younger was In Destroy. Yeah, that one album out called Dead Girls Don't Say No. That one was great. Coven with Blessed as a Black, Death Walks Behind You, and Boneless Christian were awesome albums. Boneless Christian was more of a comedy album, but it was great. I mean, I never thought I'd ever hear a guy saying Christ sickle, salvation on a stick. I remember Deranged, but I don't remember really listening to him much. I probably should have listened to him more, but I don't like I'm familiar, but you know, there was so much metal coming into my brain all at once back then. As well as punk. Like, because you know, I started listening to Slayer when I was like 9, but when I was 12, I got into like Nuclear Assault, Motorhead, Danzig, Misfits, and Samhain, SOD, MOD. That all hit in like, you know, 7th and 8th grade. And Creator, because somebody told me I was a poser because I had no idea who Creator was. And who else did I listen to? Oh, I was also a poser because I didn't know who Cryptic Slaughter was. And I got into them around that time. Same with the DRI. Yeah, and then one day, I think it was my cousin let me hear Poison Idea, and I was like, "Oh, this is the greatest punk band I've ever heard in my life." And they're still like probably one of my top 3 favorite punk bands ever. Like Brujeria. So I first heard Brujeria. I first saw a magazine ad with Brujeria. And in that magazine article, it showed Matando Hueros album cover. So I went out and I had to buy it, and I thought it was so freaking awesome. And thanks to Matando Hueros, I learned a lot of Spanish words I should never learn. I mean, I thought it was a great album, but yeah, I learned a lot of Spanish I should never learn, and nor should I repeat. I think that's how it goes. Yeah. Damn, I'm trying to remember the freaking Matando Hueros riff. It's been a while since I listened to it, but I don't know what that Sun Eater thing is. More of a uh, yeah, that's it. I think it's like Gabachos nos usan los limpiar sus culos. Oh, you mess around, huh? All right. But yeah, I love, I still listen to most of the same shit I did back when I was a kid. Um, One band I really got into that I actually got to hang out with and open for was Diabolic Possession. That was a good time. Anytime hanging out with those guys was great. I first met them at a Destruction concert. Oh, Deicide every day of the week for me. Um, well, even though I'm Hawaiian and not at all of Mexican or any kind of Spanish descent, I did I did used to work with a lot of gentlemen from Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador. So they helped me out a little bit on my Spanish, especially when I needed to walk across the construction site to go fix a forklift. And I was like, "Hola, ¿dónde está forklift amarillo?" And they'd be like, "Está aquí, güey." And I'm like, and I'd go fix a forklift. But yeah, my Spanish, some words sound like maybe I learned it from a guy from Jalisco. Some words sound like I learned it from a guy from Oaxaca, and some sound like I learned it from a guy from El Salvador. So I mean, um, my Spanish sounds like some dude that knows like 12 different British accents and combines them all together, which I think is hilarious. And I can't speak with a proper British accent. It doesn't matter if we're talking like from Wales. Well, Wales would probably get mad if I said English accent about them. Do I know any German? Well, many years ago, about 180 years probably now. Uh, no, probably not that far. Well, probably close. Yeah, in the 1840s. So yeah, almost 180 years ago. My great whatever grandfather traveled from Germany with his French wife to the Macon, Georgia area, around like Milledgeville or some shit like that. And the last name back then was pronounced Kreutz, but now we pronounce it Kreutz. It's been a couple it's been mispronounced to Kreutz over many generations now. But so I mean, all I really know in German is no, I can't say shit in German. Yeah, I did know that Kreuz means cross. I mean, I know like Deutschland. I know my German's horrible. Oh, we spell it with a T in my family all the way back in the 1800s. A guy named Anthony. Talking about him like you might know him, but you probably don't because he's been dead since like 1860, I think. 1880. Oh. Well, yeah, I do not spreche Deutsch very well. Which I never really had to because I currently live in Nebraska, the like 10th or 11th Hawaiian island. No, I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know that at all. I haven't listened to Funeral Mist. But you know, I do like to play Hawaiian death metal. This song is unreleased so far. This is I'll give you a little taste. This is a song called shit. I can't even remember the song. Oh, I think this one is it's either Night of the Falling Saints. Fuck. I forgot the damn chorus line. Fuck. I know I got confused because this is actually the famine of Maui. So yeah, that's a little taste of the famine of Maui, which has a second guitar part that plays something different over that chorus. Um, But yeah, since some of you probably don't know, I have a Hawaiian death metal band called Ka'ai. And Ka'ai is, since I'm part Hawaiian, it's all about Hawaiian history, mythology, shit like that. So if you've seen the song, that Apple series, Chief of War, it's like you take that and you put it to death metal. So yeah, like I got 3 CDs out already. The Conqueror King. Oh yeah. Oh sweet. So that's awesome. But yeah, I got the Conqueror King, Tales from the Land of Fire, and it's the third one called A Glimpse into a Violent Past. I keep the passion over the years, like as a metal fan or as a musician, because I've been playing 35 years. It's just what I love, you know. I don't have a deathcore band. You got me. You got me. Um no, like I just I love playing guitar, I love playing music, I love writing music, and it just never goes away. It never left me. Um and I don't think it ever will. And like I didn't even put out my first CD until I was like 46. So like 3 years ago. Yeah, a lot of people do, and it's like I don't know what it is like the like when I got into it, um, and you know I'm sitting there, and the first thing I'm hearing is like, I was like, oh man, that's so cool. And I don't listen to much second wave black metal. I listen to some. I love Emperor. I love Dissection. Um, and then there's some other bands that I just like. Like, I do really like Marduk a lot. I think Marduk's really awesome. But when that second wave black metal hit, I was like super into death metal. Dark Throne, I never got into them. The first Dark Throne I ever heard was when they were death metal. The most unmetal music I like, let's see, Hawaiian folk music. Hawaiian folk music would be the most unmetal music I like. You know, guys sitting there with playing ukuleles and Genesis, like Land of Confusion. I like me some Genesis. I like some '80s pop because I was a kid when that came out. I'm not a Frank fan. Yeah, Emperor does rule. I also like Zyklon. Zyklon kicks ass. I do not know American Muscle. I might have to look into them. But yeah, people keep telling me to check out Merkskog, so I shall at some point. Dang it, I can't remember the one I just learned about recently. They got a picture of a upside down burning church on their album cover, and I thought that was really hilarious. Damn it. Oh well. Here's another sample of some Hawaiian death metal. This is on my first CD. there was a little taste of a song called the Battle of Kapanavai, which stands for the Battle of the Clawed Cliffs or the Battle of the Damned Waters. I'm not a Burzum guy. And Liam?
He's upstairs.
Okay. Well, my son was right here. I just hand him the guitar and let him do it because I'm not a big. I kind of suck at Master of Puppets because I don't really listen to it much and I don't practice it. Thanks. Glad you dug it. Okay. Here's a little taste of another song from my first CD. This one was The Conqueror King. Yeah. So, I mean, if you want to hear the songs, you can find them all on my channel. There's a playlist called Ka'ai, just the songs, which is a playlist off my Ka'ai topic page, which hopefully I'll get the artist badge soon, so that way it's all in one fucking spot. But, yeah, it's all there. You know, if you want to hear it with the vocals and all that, and tell me I sound like ass or tell me I sound good. You know, a lot of people say it sounds like Hypocrisy, Slayer, God Dethroned. Some of the songs are like black and death metal. A lot of it's melodic death metal. Because I like death metal where it's heavy enough that you can like beat the shit out of somebody, but at the same time you can hum it. No, I'm not. I'm not playing Thunderstruck, or Pantera, or Master of Puppets. I wish I had a full band. I couldn't find the right guys, and I haven't been in a full band for like, what was that? 2012, so 13 years, and this guitar is 14 years old. It's been on stage. I got live footage from when I was in a band. But no, I'm my Hawaiian death metal band is not technically a band. It's me. It's also my middle name. So do I play Metallica? Not really. I don't really play it. I mean, I might jam it with my son, but I don't sit around just going like, huh. See, I didn't even play that right. But yeah, Black and Death Metal is one of my favorite things because like God Dethroned is one of my favorite bands. They just are. And my favorite black metal band and one of my favorite bands is Dissection. And, you know, like, I swear I stole an Emperor riff. You know, 'cause I got a song called Unified, and I swear this riff, dude, it's always Master of Puppets, Slipknot, Pantera. Those are like the three I get asked all the time. And then System of a Down, and then like somebody then calls me unkind words or assumes that maybe I would like to enter into a same gender relationship because I don't listen to them. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll just have to come back and look at this just so that way I can find those bands because the guy told me about a band, Black Metal something, Black Metal United, and a song called Conan, and he told me about that last week, or was it a couple days ago? I don't know. When you're old, everything just like blurs together. And like, thanks for fucking me up again. So, no, but so I'm, like if somebody tells me to check out a band and they leave it somewhere where I can find it easy, I'll go look it up. Nirvana and Freebird, huh? Well, you know what? Yeah, I mean, I just want to play what I want to play. And if I'm going to play Nirvana, I'm going to play the incesticide version of Polly. Why not, right? I'll give you that. I don't even remember how to play Polly, so sorry. No, this is not a Dean. This is a BC Rich War Beast Trace model. It's the $300 version when it was brand new 14 years ago. My guitar is in 8th grade right now because he just turned 14 this year. And he'll be in 9th grade. No, he's in 9th grade right now. He's in 9th grade now. My bad. He's going to start his sophomore year next year. Probably try to get me to take him out for driving lessons and get his driver's license. Yeah. I love this guitar, dude. The guitar behind me, this is a 1989 BC Rich Mockingbird NJ series with the Floyd Rose, which I'm still learning how to use that properly, as well as the EMG Kerry King signature set. I won this from a guy named Deathcourt 666. And this guitar has passive EMGs. Oh, Stealth is great. And that Mockingbird is awesome. But you can't play a Mockingbird if you don't have a strong spine. Same with this guitar. This guitar is heavy as hell, but that Mockingbird is like 897 pounds. I mean, it's heavy. It's fucking heavy. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Phil. And soon there's a channel on here, DMG Shop, I think 7446 is the YouTube channel. If any of you are familiar with the loud, obnoxious guy that looks like a freaking modern day version of a prospector named Shredbeard, or as I like to call him, Yosemite Shreddy. He's like the living embodiment of Yosemite Sam, only with a beard instead of a mustache. But his father is actually building me a guitar right now, and it's a custom one. He's calling it the DMG Shop HDM for Hawaiian Death Metal. And whenever that shows up, I'll have to show you. Oh, dude, I know what you're saying. But like, I would practice when I was in a band, and like, yeah, on this shit where I'm just playing in front of my phone, I'm sitting down. But I remember in band practice, we would practice like 34 hours because we only had to play like 45 minutes. But I would sit there. I would stand and play the whole time because, you got to stand and play on stage. Do I watch metal YouTubers? I watch a couple. I watched, like I mentioned, Shredbeard, him and a guy called the Toasted Goat at Mandatory Metal and Mayhem Sunday at 7 p.m. It's a live stream. That's Central Time. And then I watch Jamming Out All Badass with Francisco. I watched The Witching Hour with Lord Necron. And then this guy has been on both of those channels. I've been on both of those as a guest. Actually, all three of those as a guest. But this guy who you mentioned has also been on both of those channels. The dog. I watch him because he makes me laugh. And you know, I learned some things. I'm not a Gore Guts guy, but I do like Cataclysm, their first like 2 albums and demo. Oh my god, that shit was amazing. Yeah, dude. I listen to J Dog. He's like he's a good listen when I'm commuting because you know he makes me laugh. Sometimes I learn about bands I haven't heard of, and I check them out. And sometimes I like them, and sometimes it's as he says, yeah, it's a good background listen. You know, put it on. It's good when you're packing the boxes. Yeah, dude, he cracks me up. Sitting there with his I like his older shit better. Yeah, dude, I like Modern Cataclysm. I'm not a huge fan of. I think I fell away from them after Prevail because I do like some of their stuff after Sylvain, but not so much after Prevail. Can I play some Pantera? I don't listen to Sword. All right. Since you asked for Pantera, I'm gonna give you this. Damn, now I'm messing it up. Thanks a lot. Now I messed it up. Cataclysm. That's it. Ah, fuck, I keep messing it up. Damn it. Do I like sludge metal? Not so much. And I don't listen to a lot of doom. I listen to some, but it wasn't called doom when I got into it. Like, you know, I'd crank up some St. Vitus. I do like the St. Vitus album, Children of Doom. I like you know, like when it comes to doom, don't come to me for like fucking anything like obscure or nobody's ever listened to before, because it's like Pentagram, Relentless. Nah, oh, Helmet. Dude, when they first came out, everybody was sitting there going, think it's actually a drop beat, so it should have been like. And sludge, I mean, do the Melvins count? Yeah, I mean, but like, I don't think I've actually listened to Unsung in 20 years. I think it came out like, what, 34, 33 years ago, something like that. You know, the Melvins have one of the hardest guitar parts I ever learned because they got a song called Copac. Like, that's what you would think, but it goes. Something like that. Yeah, you know, my favorite actual Melvin's riff is, um, or song is Scared, which I think you can find it, but it's on the Deep Six compilation. There's like, that's it. Well, I'd have to say Sinister over Gore Fest because Sinister has more albums I like, but Gorefest, Mind Loss, I think is one of the greatest death metal albums that I've ever heard. As far as just like pure death metal. Oh yeah, Honey Bucket's great. If you're not aware of what a honey bucket is, still, which I understand being from Europe, if you don't know a lot of American slang, honey bucket is what they call in the Pacific Northwest region of the United States a porta potty or a satellite or porta john. You know, it's a portable toilet. You know, those big plastic ones that you go in public places like construction sites or sporting events. Yeah, so honey bucket is a portable enclosed toilet. Yeah, Honey Bucket. That's heavy. If you haven't heard the Melvins cover, you call them Portaloos. Cool. I'm gonna have to remember that. Uh, I call them Honey Bucket when here in the Midwest, and they looked at me all weird. Yeah, yeah. Now you know, and I am. They got the name Honey Bucket because of the name of a company that used to. I don't know if that company's still around in the Pacific Northwest. I think they were still around 30 years ago when I was living there, or a little over 30 years ago when I was in high school. But um, yeah, it was the name of one of the companies that would put out the, as Rob Brown said, Portaloos, or you know, some people just call him the John or the Porta Crapper. Yeah, well, he's Buzz Osborne is originally his hometown is Montesano, Washington, and my claim to fame is I lived in Montesano, Washington for 3 years, but I didn't move there till he was long gone. He was already in San Francisco by then. So yeah, I'm from the hometown of the Melvins, but not at the same time that the Melvins were there. And if you ever see a video this guy has up of the Mel van on his channel, um, a friend of mine, there's one where they got the Mel van to start in this dude's driveway. Um, I've been in that driveway and been in the Mel van. My friend used to drive it around. Oh, dude, of course I know him, Pale Nazarene. Pale Nazarene rules. I mean, I don't listen to him a lot, but when I do listen to him, I do enjoy him. Um, like Vaughn, if I'm listening to him, I'm enjoying it, but I don't go out and specifically go, oh, I need to hear Vaughn. No, I can't play renal circulation. But I do like Vaughn. Yeah, like if you see the modern pictures of the Mel van, you'll see where it has like ministry stickers in there. That's because my friend Ben, when he owned it, he Ben was a big ministry fan, and he put those ministry stickers in there. And if you see like where it's spray painted, I think in purple, no talent. Ben put that on there on the roof. I believe so, but like I do like Vaughn. I mean, I like that live video of theirs, and I think it's funny because they look like pro wrestlers. Yeah, well, they might have been actually Filipino from Hawaii, but I mean, they're from Hawaii. But yeah, Vaughn had some good shit. But yeah, there's a live video from their like first performance, I think in California, where they were basically dressed like pro wrestlers. Oh, here's some more Hawaiian death metal. That's out of a song called The Battle of Nu'uanu. Oh, I don't know those guys. Ooh, I got to go with Sepultura. And it's probably just because I heard it first before I heard Sarcophago. But which I used to pronounce Sarcophago wrong. I used to use the ah sound instead of ah on the last syllable there, the last two, because But also when I was a kid, people couldn't say Sepultura; they said Sepultura. But yeah, shit, I've been doing this almost 2 hours. I should probably fucking go do something else. Yeah, I do like some dirty noise punk. Yeah, there's Battle of New One, of course, lining it. I think ooh, damn it. I wish I could remember there's one called like Mind Wipe, I think. Uh, the guy, they're around in the 90s. That guy actually hit me up. Oh, I know who you mean by Incubus. Like when I say I like Epidemic. I have to say the old death metal band, not the wimpy alternative rock band as well, because there was one that sounded like that alternative rock Incubus, also by the name of Epidemic, which I was like, why you guys got steal band names from death metal bands and thrash bands? Why couldn't you come up with something different? But yeah. I like Misery Index more than I like Dying Fetus, because I don't like Dying Fetus, and I've seen Dying Fetus live. Yeah, that was some more Hawaiian death metal. This is off of Glimpse into a Violent Past. This is a little excerpt of the song from the night. See that one? I can't even do that. Oh, thanks, Mike. Yeah, just think. That's with a fucking Line 6 and a B52 LS412 cab with a Line 6 M5 effect pedal set to a Tube Screamer clone. But yeah, that's how I get the tone that you hear on this and any of my videos, but like the tone from my recording is totally different. It's close because I got an ear for what I want, for what I like. This is another part from that same song where I do a chant in Hawaiian. Shout out to Chuck Schuldiner. Oh yeah. Like I said this many times before, Chuck's the reason I even learned about death metal. And some of my favorite riffs come from Chuck. And they're the simple ones like Baptized in Blood. Or like the chorus on Zombie Ritual is like, some bolt thrower. I mean, I like I sound like a bolt thrower hater a lot of times because I'm like, I don't listen to them a lot, and they're just not my go-to band at all. But every once in a while, I throw on the Fourth Crusade. Every once in a while, I got to listen to World Eater, which is I think it's something like that. Oh, yeah. Well, see, I'm more obituary than bolt thrower. But yeah, I mean, here's a what do you kids call it these days? A hot take. I think Benediction's recent album Scriptures that just came out like a couple years ago blows away anything Benediction ever did before. Yeah, said it and meant it, homeboy. Yeah, I love it. You know, they got I also love Asphyx. Not God Cry, so that album I didn't like, but I love Asphyx. Songs like Botox Implosion. Yeah, so I'm not the only one. Walk On Homeboy, yeah, yeah. What guitar picks do I use? Nothing fancy, just these Dunlop Jazz 3s. Do I like Unleashed? That's like asking me if I like women. Hell yeah. Okay, I don't know the rest of the song, but um oh man, I forgot to learn Rock the World from Pantera. I'm gonna learn that. So that way when people ask me to play Pantera, I can play something off power metal. I mean, if I was really gonna be hardcore, I'd probably learn something off like I Am the Night or something. But yeah, like if you were around a little while ago when I mentioned it, when you asked about metal YouTubers that I watch, Lord Necron's one of them, and I mentioned it. That guy with the witching hour. I mean, if you're like sitting at work and you're like, man, I need some good jams, but I don't know what to listen to. There's a good chance that he's got work jams going, and on work jams you can hear anything from Impaled Nazarene to Kai to Hod, Eat the Decay, Mordant Red, Warhammer 666, Satyricon. Um, I mean, there's so much shit that he plays during those. It's awesome. Yeah, and sometimes he interviews guys that were in bands like Avert Saphira and Church Side and shit like that. No, I did not, but that's a good idea. I'll have to call Necron for that. Damn right, witching hour and jamming out all badass rule. They're why the dog is famous. No, shit, they're why more than 12 people know who I am. Yeah, I've been interviewed on both the witching hour. I've also just been a guest for Tom Foolery on the witching hour. Actually, that was more of a Necro Wolf thing. We had Necro Wolf, and we had the Bronx Ripper hanging out. Dude, Mystical Gate of Reincarnation totally rules. Same with the Mystical Death Gate of Reincarnation. That was the demo version, if I remember right. I love that one. But yeah, so I've been interviewed by the same guy, by two of the same guys that interviewed the dog. Dude, I'm gonna always keep it metal unless I'm keeping it punk that day. And when I keep it punk, then I'm talking like Misfits, Black Flag, Will DK, Poison Idea, Discharge. But yeah. Yeah, of course, Exhumed is gonna blow anything post Symphonies of Sickness Carcass did. I'm not gonna lie, because if I lie and say I don't enjoy Carcass after Symphonies of Sickness, then of course that's gonna make me a poser. Because I do enjoy the Heartwork album. I do enjoy Swan Song. I do enjoy Necroticism, Descanting the Insalubrious. But I prefer Recapitrefaction or Symphonies. But yeah, anything, if you're talking about the heavier side of life, I prefer Exhumed. I also like Gruesome. When I was very young, I never got into Wasp. I wanted to because the saw blade codpiece thing was cool, but nah. When I was a young man, I thought this was awesome. I also like the Cars. I like Tears for Fears, Duran Duran. Um, see what else did I like when I was a kid, and still like Men at Work, fucking Who Can It Be Now, and Down Under. Those go hard. I think that's how the kids say it these days. Those songs go hard. I never got into the Cure because I liked women, but I never heard Dropping Bombs. I might have to check it out because Irish punk is pretty good shit. Um, I think I had a friend's older sister. She like listened to the Cure, and I thought she was weird. Oh, thanks, Mike. That's awesome. That's very nice of you to say, buddy. Ah, that's why I would get into the. That'd be the only. I'm not a big Belfagor, however the hell you say that. I'm not huge into them. Like I stated many times, I don't expect you to have heard me say this, but my black metal is very shallow. Like you don't have to go into the forest on a snowy, moonlit night with only the light of the stars and the torches to guide you while listening to a wax cylinder on a homophone. So, like, the black metal I listen to, you can listen to on a regular playable media. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I do love this guitar. So it's like my favorite guitar I've ever owned, and the only one I've ever owned for. Yeah, my guitar is a freshman in high school. I'm not saying that I don't respect what Robert Smith did. I just didn't enjoy what he did. It just wasn't my thing. But I could see, I used to like Bon Jovi, Runaway. That rules. That song goes hard. Oh, I used to play the War Beast live on stage, but now I only play the War Beast live on camera. Yeah, I listen to all them. And if you like them, then you would probably be the type of guy that likes to hang out in the witching hour. Oh, that's a hard one because I like both of them. That'll make that Squire scream. I got an EMG 81 in this guitar, in the Mockingbird, which Lord Necron thinks is a nice guitar. Ooh, I have not played any instrument for 40 years yet. But next year will be my 36th year playing guitar. Here's something funny. No, this is not a Schecter. This is a BC Rich. Here's something funny. If you can play Am I Evil by Diamond Head, then you could probably play Dethroned Emperor and I think it's Black Funeral from Merciful Fate. Because, you know, all three of them got that. And then I think, of course, Diamond Head. And then, what do you call them? Celtic Frost. And then Merciful Fate. Yeah, I mean, I admit I play the shit out of that. It's the only reason I know how to do this. But, you know, I don't really do much of that. But yeah, so I play like that Am I Evil or Dethroned Emperor or what did I say? Black Funeral, I think it is. Riff. There's a Black Masses. See, I can't even get all that shit straight. No, Merciful Fate, not Black Sabbath. Like Merciful Fate, though, they had I love listening to that. Something like that. I am not familiar with Venomous Serpent. But then again, there's a lot of stuff I've heard on the Witching Hour I wasn't familiar with until I heard it on the Witching Hour. But, damn, I didn't realize I was going to go this long. This is crazy. I'll probably do this like another couple minutes and then I'm going to fade out back into obscurity. Yeah, I listen to Mortification. I had a compilation VHS tape. I can't remember which one it was back in the day. And it had Scrolls of the Megaloth on there. And I also heard a song that's called Satan's Doom. Those are like the only two songs I got into. They weren't really my thing. And no, it's not because of the subject matter. It's just because I think I'd already listened to like 12 other bands around that time that sounded about the same. That style, which, I mean, it's a good style of death metal. Hell yeah. Should subscribe to the Witching Hour. Also tonight, on Jamming Out All Badass, which you might also know as Joe Abel 1, they're doing he's doing a recap of cool shit that happened throughout the 2025 on his channel. And Lord Necron from the Witching Hour may possibly be there. I should say it like that every time, like when I mention Lord Necron. You know, makes it sound sinister and evil. Probably Nasum, because I'm not that familiar with Rotten Sound. I wrote a song called Unified, and I'm pretty sure I ripped off Emperor and Hypocrisy for that one. It kind of goes like... Yeah, that's a little bit of my song, Unified. Ooh, I don't like it either, really. But yeah, Witching Hour rules. Like, hell, he's interviewed the dog. He has Poser Smash, flipped canoes, set Panini's douchebags, right? As well as elbow out the window, hand on the on a steering wheel, bobbing his head with the dog. I do all right. How do you do? Oh, I do remember one song Brutal Truth did that I kind of enjoyed, which was a cover of the punk band Why Die. I Killed My Family. Yeah, that's true. You did. You could have just stopped. Hell, you've interviewed quite a few fucking people on there. I have to go look at the list, but because I know I've watched a lot of the interviews, I've gone back and watched the ones that I didn't get to catch live, or because I didn't know where of you at that point. But yeah, Witching Hour rules. Oh, it's a war beast. It's a little different than the warlock. Like The ass is a warlock. The horns are the beast. And then the headstock is son of beast, not widow. But yeah, it's easy to confuse them. I don't know what the hell that is, what that means. But yeah, this has been fun time. I'm gonna get out of here and go do stuff like, because I'm a dad. I have kids. No, mine's not the NJ Deluxe Necron. Mine is the cheap ass Trace model. I didn't have them. They didn't have an NJ Deluxe when I went into the store, and I didn't want to pay for one without actually being able to touch it. But this is an NJ. All right. The Mockingbird. I'm still learning dive bomb, so that way I can hit you with a proper dive bomb sometime. I don't even know what the fuck that was. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for being cool. I enjoyed this. I'll probably do this once a week. Getting late in Australia. Probably is. Yeah, I'll probably run into you somewhere in the YouTube streets tonight. Old Necron. Yeah, check out my channel for any of the Kai stuff. I got stuff on Bandcamp. I got t-shirts over at what do you call that? Evaristo 1974 on eBay. And then I also have stuff available at Fomorian Productions. Oh, Austria, not Australia. Sorry, my eyesight is shit without my glasses on. But yeah, Austria. Like, what time is it here right now, dude? I can't see the
One
clock.
time I don't have my watch.
Oh, jeez. My producer.
5:33. You have it for you.
What time is it?
5:33.
5:33. So it makes it 17 plus 9.
Yep.
Makes it like what? 2 o'clock in the morning over in Austria? Maybe 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, something like that. I'm just taking a guess. I mean, I'm not that good on my European time zones, or how far ahead you guys are, though. Yeah, like 2 a.m., I think. Oh, half hour past midnight. Oh, that's closer when I guessed around 1. Hey, thanks for hanging out, though, Rob. I appreciate it. I mean, if you guys aren't in here when I'm doing a live, then, it sucks because, I enjoy interacting. The guitar's just a prop for whatever, I mean, I'd play the shit out of it, but I mean, the guitar's here for when I have nothing to say or if I want to show something that I've done. But yeah, you guys have a good night. Also, check out, if you want like metal news that's kind of lighthearted, or you want to know about a concert that might be happening in the Czech Republic, Czechia, whatever they call themselves now. That Goat Metal show. The silent producer, Rich, he gives a breakdown on releases and concerts worldwide. All right, I will check it out. I will have to go back through the stream or something to find your name, so that way I can go look it up, or just leave me a comment on anything and I'll find it. But yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah, this is turning into what they call a Midwest goodbye because, it's taking me like 4 minutes to say bye. But yeah, thank you guys for being part of my afternoon. Have a good one.